And this is you. I'm gonna put this back over here.
Why do dogs like phones? Because they have caller IDs. Many of us don't think about simple things we do every day, like crossing the street, or opening doors, or even remaining calm in difficult situations. But for disabled people, they need the help of their service dog to get through those situations. Have you been outside and see a person walking by with a service dog? I have, and many times. So why should we care about service dogs? Maybe one day you get into an accident and you get PTSD or go blind. Right now, we might not have these conditions where these dogs can help us go through and be better. Knowing that your dog went through extensive training can help the disabled people be at peace. So me, personally, I have always been curious about service dogs. So I decided to do some research and learn more about them. Throughout this piece, you will learn about basic types of service dogs, how they are trained, and how they fit into public setting. So first, let's take a look at the basic type of dogs. So according to Assistant Dogs International, the guide dog is the most common service dog there is. They provide guidance through and around obstacles that the blind go through in their daily living. There are 10,000 guide dogs, and 2,000 of them are in California alone. Also, according to Assistant Dogs International, in 2018 there were only 4% of the service dogs. There were only diabetic alert dogs. They are trained to sense, usually through the smelling dogs, smelling the handler's composition. When the blood sugar is either too high or too low, they will let the handler know so they can take action, either take medication or eat something. In 2018, Assistant Dogs International took a census, and they found out that 1.5% of the service dog community was psychiatric service dogs. They are trained to help the handler go through any situation. For example, like they're in a outside and they're like panicking, they help him like calm down, either exiting the area or taking medication for it. No matter the service they are tasked with, service dogs go through approximately 2 years of training. Surprisingly, not all dogs are meant to be a service dog. According to ADI, Assistant Dogs International, the most common breed is Labs and Golden Retrievers because they are smart and people orientated. But in reality, any type of breed can be a service dog if they are people orientated and they're eager to learn. So the trainers, most of service organizations require their trainers to go to training, but most states do not require trainers to be certified. For that same reason, they owners train their own pets and claim them as service dogs without knowing how inadequate training can be detrimental for the owner. So program basics. So the disabled individual apply to get matched with the dog. After they get matched, they go to a periodic training classes so they can adapt to the dog and so forth, and they go through it. Even though these dogs have been training for a long time, the training is not the hard part. It's going into the public. That's the hard part. Going through public areas with animal lovers that try to pet them. Trying to talk to them or pet them can be distracting for the dogs. Talking to the owner instead of the dog, especially if you have a dog with you, telling them the location of your dog in relation to theirs can prevent the dogs a bad reaction from the dogs. As you can see, dogs are an important part of the disabled people's life. Service dog can help the disabled feel more confident and secure with their disabilities. Service dogs can make their life better. And just as military service vets and other civil servants are seen as heroes, to the disabled, service vets are their everyday heroes just by serving them and helping go through life.